Imagine this. You're a millionaire athlete, adored by fans, respected by your peers, living a life most people can only dream of. Every game you play is broadcast to millions. Every move you make is analyzed. You're at the top of the world. Yet somewhere in the shadows of this glamorous league, corruption quietly thrives. Deals are made behind closed doors. Games are influenced, not always by skill, but sometimes by greed. This isn't a story about poverty or desperation. It's about temptation, power, and the fragile balance between fairness and fortune. In this documentary, we'll uncover the hidden layers of the NBA, the scandals, the betting, the inside manipulation, and ask one haunting question. Why does corruption exist in a system where everyone already has everything? The NBA is a $100 billion empire, a global entertainment machine built on talent, money, and marketing genius. Players earn salaries that rival movie stars. Coaches, managers, and owners live like royalty. To the outside world, it seems perfect, the dream job for anyone who loves the game. Yet behind the shining courts and million-dollar sponsorships lies a darker reality. Where there is enormous money, there's always room for manipulation. The league's success attracts not only talent, but also those who see opportunity in controlling outcomes. Not through skill, but through strategy, pressure, and influence. The NBA's image depends on fairness, yet fairness is often the first casualty when money and ego collide. Sports have changed. Gambling and sports betting are now legal across many states in America. Billions are wagered every season. That means information, real, inside information, is worth gold. A single tip about a player's injury, a coach's decision, or a referee's bias can shift betting lines and fortunes overnight. Inside the NBA, this knowledge becomes power. Players, coaches, and even staff members are surrounded by agents, friends, and investors who might exploit that access. The line between the game and the gambling table is now thinner than ever. What used to be about pride and competition has slowly become a marketplace for inside advantage. The most infamous example came from referee Tim Donaghy. Between 2003 and 2007, he used his position to influence the outcome of games he officiated, betting on them and providing insider tips to gamblers. The scandal shook the league to its core. It showed the world that even the officials, the very people meant to protect fairness, could be corrupted. Donaghy's case wasn't just about one man's greed. It exposed a system vulnerable to influence. He knew which players were injured, which referees had grudges, which teams the league wanted to see win. And in a game where every call matters, those small choices could change everything. The fallout was massive, but for many, the punishment never truly matched the crime. Corruption doesn't always look like envelopes of cash or hidden deals. Sometimes it hides behind power itself. Star players, franchise owners, and head coaches wield enormous influence, both on and off the court. When those in power can shape league narratives, schedules, or even referee assignments, they control more than just the scoreboard. Investigations over the years have hinted that powerful executives sometimes protect certain teams for business reasons. More ratings, more profit, more fame. It's not always illegal, but it blurs the line between fair play and controlled entertainment. The NBA's image thrives on drama, but when that drama starts feeling scripted, fans begin to question everything. Even as the NBA modernized its rules, underground betting networks continued to grow. Many of these operations are connected to organized crime or offshore gambling rings. When billions move around the globe, even a single inside tip can make or break fortunes. Some reports suggest that criminal groups still attempt to approach vulnerable staff or low-level players to gain access to private locker room information. These aren't random gamblers. These are networks built to manipulate markets, not just matches. The NBA has strict policies, but the web of corruption doesn't end at league headquarters. It's global, digital, and constantly evolving, always staying one step ahead of the rules. But the question remains, why do players or officials who already have money risk everything? The answer lies in psychology. Wealth doesn't erase greed. Sometimes it amplifies it. For some, the thrill of beating the system is addictive. For others, the pressure to maintain fame, to keep up with extravagant lifestyles, becomes unbearable. Then there's the illusion of being untouchable, a belief that status protects them. In such an environment, boundaries blur. Cheating feels like a clever move rather than a crime. And when those around you, agents, friends, sponsors, look the other way, moral lines fade faster than ever. The problem isn't lack of money, it's lack of accountability. It's easy to blame individuals, but the deeper issue is systemic. The NBA structure gives immense power to a small circle. Team owners, senior executives, media partners, all with financial stakes in outcomes. Investigations often begin, but when big names are involved, they quietly end. Files disappear. Evidence insufficient. The system protects itself. Because if a major star is exposed, the league's image suffers. Sponsorships drop and millions are lost. This self-preserving nature ensures that scandals are managed inside the league. Silence becomes a form of survival. Players fear losing contracts. Referees fear being blacklisted. Coaches fear public shame. Whistleblowers are rare, and when they do speak, their careers often end. This culture of silence allows corruption to breathe in secret. The NBA, like any massive institution, struggles between transparency and control. The public sees polished press conferences and internal investigations. But behind the curtain, so is there a permanent fix? The truth is, corruption can't be erased overnight, but it can be reduced. Real transparency means creating truly independent investigation boards, not ones funded by the same league they investigate. It means mandatory ethics and financial education for players and coaches. It means recognizing that gambling and sport cannot coexist without stricter digital monitoring. The NBA must learn that reputation alone can't sustain trust. Actions must. Only when the league puts integrity above profits can fans believe again that what they see on the court is pure competition, not hidden manipulation. The truth is, corruption can't be erased overnight, but it can be reduced. Real transparency means creating truly independent investigation boards, not ones funded by the same league they investigate. It means mandatory ethics and financial education for players and coaches. It means recognizing that gambling and sport cannot coexist without stricter digital monitoring. The NBA must learn that reputation alone can't sustain trust. Actions must. Only when the league puts integrity above profits can fans believe again that what they see on the court is pure competition, not hidden manipulation. In the end, this story isn't just about basketball. It's about human nature, about power, temptation, and the price of silence. The NBA will continue to shine under bright lights, but beneath that glow, shadows will always exist. The only question is, who's brave enough to confront them? Because sports are more than games. They are reflections of society, mirrors of who we are when no one is watching. And if corruption continues unchecked, the spirit of fair play, the very soul of basketball, may fade into the background noise of money and power. The time to act isn't tomorrow, it's now.